Welcome everyone, it's time for more Starfield, where last time we did some shady business in some ways with Yannick Legrand over at, well, wherever the hell he is, I think over there. Basically, the guy making his own kind of Aurora, I'm gonna argue. He's calling it Blend. It takes a bit of Aurora, but it's its own product. And, well, we have learned to make Aurora now, which is quite cool, and maybe something that we will utilize. I have no idea, I don't even know if I want Aurora, but I can now make it, which is interesting. And also, at the end of the episode, we went to Slayton Aerospace at the almost top of the trade tower, I think it's called, way over there. And it was a bit weird. They had basically guards with skull paintings in on their faces. They didn't take any new appointments. Everyone was very adamant that we leave. Now, granted, that feels reasonable. Many companies in this game seems to not care if you go there, which is in some ways quite weird. So yeah, you know what, you were very normal about it, but in the end I didn't really get to anywhere. I have a key card. Well, actually I have like five of the bastards, because, well, actually do I? I was trying some stuff out, and maybe I actually reverted to an old save, so I don't have it, but basically we found a computer that we hacked, and on that computer we could access the executive elevator somehow, and that got us like a key card. Now, you can press that button many times and get many cards, and it doesn't really matter. So I don't understand that really. But I have been poking around a little bit between episodes, and as far as I can now say anything about that, I think it's part of a mission. So I think that we might at some point, depending on what kind of missions we pick up, we might be getting back there. So we'll leave that for now, that weird place. And in this episode, as I mentioned, we are gonna go on with the Ryujin mission. One of the guys in there wanted me to just speak to a guy about something. What is it that he wanted exactly? Let's see here. Ryujin technician Rafik Hamses asked me to recover a slate with some classified intel. He suggested I speak to a panhandler in Neon who he has interacted with on several occasions. So that's basically the one. And that is more or less the last one. I think I have one more. If we go into here, we do have this one. Now that's a different... Oh, I actually had something else when I was looking at this earlier. But also meet the Ebside Strikers. So I think that would reasonably be under activities then. So I have a bunch of activities, obviously. By the way, Andrea, Bert, and Sarah Morgan all want to talk to me, so maybe I should do that at some point. Maybe. The Strikers. Bartender, scientist. It doesn't look like I have it. Elos. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't actually seem like I have that as a thing. Is this the thing? Oh, here we go. Return to Tevin. Ah, yes. Where was Kevin? In Ebside. No, we see in... Where are we? Are we in Reliant Medical? Is that what we're doing? It's... no, the Emporium, right. Right. We can do that as a starting point. I basically almost don't remember this, but whatever it is that I did it, so you should be happy.
Yes. Can I help you?
Well, I took care of Headlock, wouldn't you know?
Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I thought I would never be rid of him. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help.
Well, I like dealing with the rabble, so that's fine. Alright then, we are done with that.
Please visit us again if you're in the market for luxury items.
But then I'm wondering, what about... Audition. Oh, The episode strikers are a local gang that hold up at Medusa Marsh's place. Apparently they've been taking a beating from the disciples, a rival gang. Maybe the strikers could use some help against them. Ooh, I could join up with them. Ah, alright. Well, we'll see. We'll see. For now, we're gonna do the one at the bottom, so to speak. So, Rafik Hamza, I'm gonna start helping you out. And for that, it's back to Ebside. And apparently, alright, are we going to the underbelly? We are going to the underbelly. Let's not take the elevator, because we can just walk down, can't we? Maybe we actually can't on this occasion. Ooh, I don't feel myself very secure doing this. Alright, fine. On this occasion, it is down to the underbelly via elevator. And on this occasion, we are actually going to where we haven't been. We have been over at Xenofish Fisheries there. That is where we learned about the things about Aurora. But we are going here. Alright, so we have a bunch of stuff here. I actually haven't checked this out, so hello, people. Yeah, a bunch of Xenofish workers, or just regular workers.
Well, I'm just trying something. Hey, are you making fun of my cooking?
No. I just don't want a repeat of your spider au gratin. I can still taste the cheese with that lovely crunch of chitin.
Ah, my God, you're never going to let me live that down, are you? Everything we serve is
Hello,
hot
people.
and fresh.
That was a revelation for me. Is it pronounced chitin? I've always pronounced it chitin. So it's chitin. Oh, bloody hell, I've been saying that wrong all the damn time. Alright then, Cosmos Bacchus, you have a lovely name.
And you're gonna love this.
Hey there. Welcome to Off-World Eats. Feel like taking your taste buds on a trip around the settled systems?
Well, sure, but Off-World Eats, that's a cute name.
Wow, thank you very much. My husband Lee and I have spent years sourcing the most interesting foods from other worlds. You can't find this type of cuisine anywhere else in Neon. We're very proud of our specialty menu.
I mean, if it's that good, why are you here and not like up on Main Street? That rings a few alarming bells. Yeah, if it's so unique, business must be booming, right?
Well, that was our hope, but it hasn't worked out that way. Turns out that our little niece has also created our biggest hurdle. In order for this business to work, we need an ever-evolving menu. To do that, we need to constantly source ingredients from across the settled systems. Ever since we sold our ship, it's been difficult.
Ah, so you might want some help then. But yeah, why would you sell your ship to do this?
When we first arrived, we needed every credit we had to open the restaurant. We kept the ship, but our pockets were empty. Then the bills started piling up, and we had to shift from paying for jump fuel to just keeping the doors open. After a while, it was obvious that keeping a ship we can't even afford to operate was a waste of money. So we sold it.
Alright, well, maybe your model isn't super sustainable, maybe.
It was sustainable when we had a regular supply chain and our own ship. Now, we're in a bit of a bind. Ella, Tora, you're not here to listen to my life story. You're here to eat. Well, let me stop talking so you can take a look at the menu and dig in. So, what will it be?
I mean, maybe you kind of need some help, potentially. No, we're not done talking. Which is interesting that he said very, very clearly that we're done talking about it, and I'm just gonna go on talking about it. So indeed, the underbelly of Neon, why would you open a very exotic business here?
It's not by choice. I can promise you that. The amount of money required to maintain a business around here is utterly ridiculous. It's borderline criminal. This space in the underbelly is literally all we can afford. It frustrates me to no end that we can't aim higher. But you know what? All that really matters is that we have a solid roof over our heads and people seem to enjoy what we've brought to Neon.
I suppose that's fine. Well, okay, what about your husband Lee? We're gonna get to him later, but what about him?
Ah, not at all. We met on a Trident Starlines cruise around 8 years ago. I was a trained chef, and he was a nutritionist at Oishi. So we had a lot in common. We dated for a while, fell in love, and married only a year later. That's when we decided to pool our money and open this restaurant.
That is a Big move, but alright then, sure. Why don't I help you a bit and get some ingredients for you?
That would be so helpful. Thank you. What I need are any sort of exotic organic ingredients harvested from creatures or plants.
Uh-huh, so, how does that work then? Do you just pay for stuff that I gather? That's intriguing. Can you actually afford this?
We're willing to pay, as long as you don't try and gouge us like the import companies we've been using. Oh, there's one important thing you should keep in mind. Be careful when you're collecting. It's not worth getting hurt trying to harvest ingredients from a particularly hostile life form.
Oh, I got that all down, don't worry. So what about your menu then? Let's have a bit of a look.
Hope you're hungry.
So, what is it that you have? You basically have, alright, you potentially have some interesting ones. Dal Makhani. The creature, yeah, which is lovely. Do not eat if seal is broken. Well, how the hell do you eat it then? What? Alright then. Shapaguri. Ooh, noodles, you say. Savory noodle dish served with steak, often enjoyed as a snack. That's kind of nice. You have the pappardelle bolognese. Very lovely. A patty melt. Pierogies. Love those. Pit chops. Kind of nice as well. Taameya pita. Taameya. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct, but this is kind of fun. So pretty decent health item, but still 15 health is not much at all in this world. Those are lovely. Small alien arthropods sauteed and served with whipped butter. Ooh, doesn't that sound lovely? Maybe in this world that is a thing that people do want to eat. Alright then. Cheers for that.
It was great to see you. Come back soon.
I don't have any of those items because I actually just went to my base to unload a bit because I was over encumbered, and now I am looking still a little bit shady. I have some items that I can actually get rid of. But right then, Lee.
Yeah, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna march into Dexler's office and tell him we've had enough. Well, if you like our food, you might want to buy some extra takeout meals before you leave. Yeah, at this rate, we're probably not going to be here much longer.
Well, we'll see if I can help out with that. So, alright then. Very depressing. Alarmingly so.
Yeah, sorry. I guess I tend to overstate things a bit. Cosmo says I need to stop being such a pessimist, but I mean, I can't help it. Administrator Bayou's crushing everyone's hopes and dreams in this city. He's making it really difficult for honest people to earn a living.
Maybe don't get the Rangers involved, that seems weird. So, alright then, what about Bayou? How is he making life difficult here?
Tax rate hikes, exorbitant fees for the most minor conveniences, overpriced rent, it's a bottomless pit. It's getting so bad, I don't know how anyone can possibly afford to start a new business these days.
That's potentially true, yes. I mean, it is neon after a while. It is neon after all, is what I wanted to say. Yes, probably honest people like you two lovely folks shouldn't live in neon. Maybe you should go to Aquila. I heard Aquila is awesome.
Ooh, wow. Why didn't I think of that? Tell you what, I'll just abandon my business, hop onto the next shuttle and cross my fingers. Great plan. Look, I could go on and on about Bayou, but you clearly came down here to eat, so I shouldn't monopolize your time. Cosmo should have plenty of meals ready to serve, if you're hungry. God knows I've lost my appetite.
Oh, poor guy. So, yeah, how much should you actually contribute to the restaurant, you know? You seem to be, like, cleaning or whatnot.
Cosmos is the trained chef around here. No one knows their way around a kitchen better. I try to follow the latest trends and keep an eye on what's selling and what isn't. Not an easy job when you're catering to interplanetary visitors. I also handle the books and adjust the menu, which is completely driven by whatever ingredients we have on hand. Basically, I let Cosmos act like a mad scientist in the kitchen while I keep the lights on. Neither of us could make this business work without the other.
That's kinda nifty, yes. And should I, by the way, be worried about the fact that you have blood on your shirt? That seems, weird. Alright then, what about Cosmos? What's your take on your lovely husband?
Oh, so you want me to embarrass myself, eh? Okay. Cosmos and I met around 8 years ago on a Starliner tour of the Sol system. And when I say met, I mean we literally bumped into each other. Anyway, we were both part of the food industry, so we hit it off immediately. And after that, we dated for about a year. Within 2 years, we got married and opened our new business, right at this very spot. Whew, I can't believe how much time has passed.
Alright, lovely. I don't think that he mentioned 8 years. I don't think. That's a long time. That's lovely. Good for you.
Because
So, alright, we can buy food here if we want to. Let's also check Fresh Seafood. I would assume that all of these are just regular folk. Because no one has been, let's say, piping up unnormally loud. So you are Fresh workers. Yeah.
What's up?
Hello, Glenn.
Welcome to Xenofresh Seafood.
What's up, Glenn?
Welcome to Xenofresh Seafood. Would you like to try some trawl?
That doesn't sound very nice. It actually sounds disgusting.
Please refrain from insulting Xenofresh products while you're on the premise while you're in the store. If you wish to register a complaint, please fill out one of our comment slates and submit it to our corporate office.
Oh, maybe I should. This is Oh, I can be a Karen. Let me be a Karen. I'd like to speak to a manager, please.
I am the manager. In the meantime, may I suggest you try a tube of trawl? It's won the Voli Benthic Cuisine Award 9 years in a row.
I think that is an award that has been bought. All right then. Well, what if I gave you some Aurora? Would you be in a little bit of a better mood then? Maybe.
No catch? Hell yeah, it would. Why would you do that?
I'm not really certain, but you'd miss out if I don't give it to you, and it's damn good stuff.
Finally, someone that gets me. I'm lucky I bumped into you today. So, can I get that right now, or...?
Do I actually have any? No, I don't, but I might get back to you on that.
Oh, damn. All right. If you come across some, maybe you could still swing by and drop it off. That'd be pretty cool.
Uh-huh, sure. So, alright, let's talk about trawl now. What's the actual deal with that thing?
Yeah, trust me, you don't want it. They take everything left over from the Aurora processing and grind it into a paste. Yeah, guts, bones, and all. And then they add some kind of oh god, what do they call it? Alginate? Yeah, they say they add that for vitamins. Gross, right?
Gotta be honest, the alginate sounds like the best part of it. So, sure. And yeah, you don't seem to take this job very seriously, do you?
Hey, why don't you give me a break? I work at this shop all day, every day, elbow deep in trawl. It's gross. I mean, it totally sucks. Smelling like fish paste all the time. It doesn't scrub out. Believe me, I've tried. Look, I can't really talk about this. If they see me talking to a customer about anything but food, I'm gonna get fired, and I can't lose this job. If they boot me out of here, I don't get my employee allotment of Aurora. Just give me a break, will ya?
I gotta say, the voice actor for this character is pretty damn good, but this is one of those occasions where the animations don't really sync up with how the actor is performing. So while I do enjoy how they made characters, I don't really agree 100% that they are a little bit stiff. I think that they are fairly expressive. But when it comes to acting like this, that's when it's sort of...
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Where it basically doesn't sync up for me. So alright then, let's have a bit of a look at your shop.
Okay, we have some trawl for your dining pleasure.
Is that literally all you have? Well, you do have trawl, then you have some other stuff. A Xenofresh paella, that looks pretty damn good. Xenofresh ramen, Xenoyaki, I mean, all of that sounds lovely. But alright then, cool. just another shop here. Might get you some Aurora at some point, maybe. I know after all how to make it. There's our contact person. Let's check over here first. So you're an 8 person?
Can
yes,
I get
you
you
are.
anything?
Hello, Catherine Lucian.
Hello. I'm sorry if I sound rude, but would you mind coming back later? We're actually closed right now. I just forget to pull down the shutters.
You seem to be very relaxed and open. I'm just gonna say. All right then. What's on your mind? You can tell me.
Oh, you're so kind. I really appreciate what you're trying to do, but I don't feel strong enough to talk about it right now. Perhaps another time, when I'm feeling up to it.
How about I give you some Aurora? Here is perfect for you. Alright then, well, alright. And I assume nothing will change your mind. Probably not. But what can I buy from you?
Yes, of course. Please forgive a foolish old woman for forgetting her manners. By all means, take a look.
I also thought that you were closed. So basically just a bunch more stuff. But actually you had, that's good to remember. You do seem to have... you do have a medpack, I thought take that. But yeah, you have like lime, lettuce and lemon and stuff like that. So if we ever need any of this, we can actually come and get it. Like for example, I have marked these out as something I need, but I don't actually know if I need them anymore. So might be that we need to remove them. But yes, indeed, you have a bunch of stuff. You actually have some healing items too. That's lovely. Alright then. Good to have talked to you. I don't think I need to steal anything from you. So let's just ignore that. Then we have Senior Dine Industries. Okay, well, I'm not going to go for that right now. We might get there later. So, hello, Hong Li.
I can always take them off your hands. Hey, Chief, you got any creds you can spare?
Well, fine. Here's 25 credits.
Thank you kindly. You're a class bass, you know that? I'll do my best to someday pay you back. Street's honor. This isn't a donation, it's an investment.
Well, we'll see about that, I suppose. Alright then, have you found any slates? We're kind of looking for one. But also, okay. You know what, we'll get to that. Do you have any place to stay, or is this like where you live?
Presently, no. Pastly, no. Futurely, it's a work in progress. Depends on how this fiscal quarter goes. But it's gonna take a lot for me to upgrade. I found a primo spot next to the trawl store. I got a roof over my head and all the garbage I can eat. I can't eat everything they throw out, but I can eat enough.
I mean, I gotta say, you are a positive character. That can actually take you far, but bloody hell, that doesn't sound good. So, for how long have you been panhandling then?
About 6 years. I bet you could tell by how good I am at it. It took a lot of practice, and some work on my messaging. But if you got any feedback, Chief, I'd love to hear it.
6 years. Maybe you need to be even better. Alright then. Well, maybe don't call me Chief, first of all.
Sorry about that, Chief. It's a habit, you know? Crap, I did it again.
Alright, cute. How do you actually get good at this?
You want to know the trade secrets, huh? I don't blame you. It's a lot like real estate. Location and timing are big. You gotta be visible, but not so much that people call the guards.
Lovely. But you know what? I'm feeling generous. Here's another 25.
Chief, you're a real safety net. You put the ka-ching in catching.
Well, lovely. Would you like more?
Oh, it's alright. Once per day is enough. I don't want you to go poor.
I'm gonna be honest, I have a lot more from where that came from. But alright then, what about the slates here? We have a rejuvenation technician who needs a slate, and you might have come across one.
Oh, I totally did. Found it in the dumpster right next to a half-eaten chunk. And it was perfect timing, really. You see, the other day, the wind got a nasty cough and blew away all of my business spreadsheets. But that won't happen with this slate. It's like wind-resistant.
That's kind of cute. What kind of spreadsheets are you actually carrying?
I do. I write them on napkins you get from the eateries, and I use sauce packets for ink. It's not a perfect system, but it's pretty damn close.
I mean, yes, but what are the spreadsheets of? like your panhandling business. Alright then, well, if I find those spreadsheets for you, maybe I can get the slate? I don't exactly know why she would need the slate. We could just give her one, but this specific one we need to get back to Reunion.
That would mean I don't have to start over. All right, deal. I lost them near the employee break area. Look for any papers near the ground, the tables, maybe even the roof. You find all 3 spreadsheets, and I'll give you the slate.
Well, that's a cute mission. Alright. Employee break area, you say? We seem to be... Where the hell are we going exactly? Okay. So we're in a different area now. Still not in actual Xenofresh. So apparently we have some stuff over here, but that's not important. In a fridge. You said a wind took them. A wind doesn't put it in a fridge. Alright then, earnings 87 creds, expenses 78 creds, previous month surplus 24, end of month balance 33. Well, isn't that lovely? Alright then, and you mentioned the roof, and indeed, would you know it, we need to get up on the roof. So get up on this thing, I'm gonna assume. Just go on, get up there. Okay, how do I do this then? Maybe I can get over on this potentially? Like, I still don't have the booster, which I probably should. Oh, bro, whoa, chill out. Maybe I should get the booster pack, because, yeah, it would be nice to be able to get everywhere. So there we go. May, earnings 74, expenses 66. Previous month surplus 11, and now end of month balance 19. I gotta say, for an entire month to only spend 66 creds, my 66,000 creds feels a lot. Like, a lot. Alright then, at the back here, April, first one, I assume, 60, 82, 33, and 11. Alright then, nothing too bad there. Let's return them, get the slate, so we can get back to Reunion. See if that's the end of this little mission.
Panhandling's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
Not really, but if you say so. So, I have the spreadsheets.
Wow, that's real class of you, Chief. A+ stuff. Now I can get my books sorted, executive style. As promised, your slate. Tell your techie friend I didn't peek inside. And even if I did, I don't know what half of it says anyway.
So there you go, you get all of that, and we can get back to Reunion and hand over the slate to Rafik. So while we're here though, let's be a bit effective. Why don't we talk with the strikers at Madame Sauvage's and just see what that's about, see if there's anything we can handle easily before we go back to Reunion. Right, we are back at Madame Sauvage's, so we have our person to talk to over here. Andrea Sandoval, I think that you were here before as well, now that I think about it.
What are you looking at? This? This is Ebside Striker's turf.
Only the upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it?
I don't think Madame Sauvage really agrees with that, but fine. So, yeah, kind of feels like a regular bar to me.
This is such bullshit. Yeah, you used to be people were afraid of the Strikers. We had a name, got it? Now the disciples got us penned up in this lousy bar.
Andrea!
Fine, fine, fine. This beautiful establishment. Do you have anything else, or are we done with this? Whatever this is.
Well, what are the disciples like?
I mean, the Strikers will rob you blind, and if you back us in a corner, you're gonna bleed. But the disciples? Pfft, total nutjob animals. They torture people for kicks. And the only people that kept them from getting out of control? Us. And now we're all but ruined.
Uh-huh, what about the Strikers?
We were one of the big dogs. We could take what we wanted and no one gave us shit. And Briggs? Total class act. Not a psycho like the disciples. Now look at us.
Okay, cool. They do seem a bit terrible. Like, you're also terrible, but they are a bit more terrible. So, who is in charge of the disciples?
So you stroll in here and want to meet with Briggs? The nerve. Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh, tourist?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on the street.
Fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Upside Strikers.
Alright then, why is that funny?
Oh, nothing. Joining us now is great. People are banging down our door to go down with this ship.
Well, you don't seem to be very happy about this. Alright then. You know what, why don't you just take me to Briggs and then we'll talk about joining.
You know, I'll just do that. Right now. This ought to be good. Sure, let's go meet the boss.
I mean, I don't wanna be hooked up with a gang just yet. Maybe at some point though. Maybe at some point it'll be fine.
Hey, I'm busy.
Alright.
You want the good stuff? Try somewhere else.
Ah, yes, you were the one with the good stuff.
I wasn't doing anything.
And you apparently are doing something, but you just don't want to talk about it. So, right then. Oh, are we going through a load zone then? No, not on this occasion. Cool. You have your private little area. That's lovely. Hello, people. You have a desk and like a shop. That's intriguing. Are you gonna... Oh, there we go. Hello, Andrea.
Who's this?
Someone says they might want to join.
A recruit. Strikers look out for one another, right?
I know, right? Savage says we can't go killing people around here anymore.
We shouldn't be doing that anyhow. You want to join us? We're a gang. You understand that, right? Not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your friends about. We steal, we mug, we kill if we have to. People that come to us have usually run out of options. So are you really interested?
Oh, you wouldn't know how many people I have pickpocketed, stolen from, or killed. That's basically what I do every single day. But you know what? I did walk these streets, just like you, and I remember the disciples and how much of a bastard they are.
I wouldn't have pegged you for a crate rat like the rest of us. The fact you can get out, that says something. Let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers different is we're family. It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us. If you're in, we'll go through hell and back for you.
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof overhead and fish in their belly. I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Better for everyone in the long run. But you do what you gotta do.
Well, this is interesting. Alright, you don't seem to necessarily want people killing, so why is that?
Ebside is where all the loser and sad stories end up, once Neon and Administrator Bayou has used them up. Surviving here ain't easy. Sometimes blood's got to flow just to get food based on your plate. But we only take what we have to.
Alright, you know what? Fine. You do seem to be basically the underdog in this little city at this point. I mean, we have the Disciples, we also have the Syndicate. They both seem to be quite a lot of a bigger operation than you guys. So yeah, you know what? Why don't I lift you up a bit?
Not so fast. I gotta get to know you first. What would you bring to the Strikers?
Well, alright then. As a Neon street rat, I did live on the streets. I know how Neon works.
And you managed to claw your way out. That's a hell of a thing. Done anything special? Something that might impress us?
Ooh, have I? Maybe don't... Okay. Should we have come here at a point where I've done something else than this? Alright, you know what? I have mysterious powers. I'm basically Superman.
You realize you're trying to impress a gang, right? Not some sort of hookup? Alright, you got powers. Sounds special. I'm not sure what your game is, but if you really want to join, there's a test. You're going up against the Disciples. Everyone in Ebside's been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Some people snap, and snap hard. The disciples are maniacs, pure and simple. The test is to find out who has been arming those nutjobs with military-grade hardware.
Alright, intriguing, but do I actually need to take a test?
If you're a striker, it means the disciples are going to come after you hard. But you do this, we know you can hack it, and you're willing to risk your neck.
I mean, fine then. Alright then. And apparently I also want to end as many disciples as I can. We'll see about that.
We're fully in alignment there. There's a warehouse they use. One of our friends said there's a slate there that has the info we need.
Oh, that's my job. I was going to go in and make them pay.
You want it? Too bad, Vogel. You go in there, and it's a bloodbath. I want someone that can snatch it from them. Ideally with them never even knowing it happened. Consider this your audition. Try not to get killed, new fish.
Alright, we have another warehouse to check into. Oh, did you just follow us? That's lovely. Yes, we have another warehouse to get into, and apparently a
and I'll be your number one
stealth
fan.
mission. That's awesome. We'll get back to you lovely people later.
Can I get you something?
I think. Well, actually, yes, we'll get back to you later. I want to deal with this real quick. This should not be such a big problem, right? Let's go find that warehouse. Alright, we've been to, I believe, warehouse 1 and 4. So, which warehouse is this? This is warehouse. Well, it actually doesn't have a number on it, so... No, it is warehouse 2. Never mind. Yeah, warehouse 2. So we've been to 1, 4, and now 2, I believe. So at some point we're probably gonna go to warehouse 3, wherever the hell that is. Let's get inside here and be very, very stealthy about it. So alright then, we are in and stealth. Now, no options here. No options here. Are we gonna assume that you are going to be chill? That is to say, are you gonna be just standing there, or are you just gonna be standing there? We have 2 people. Now, they said not for them to not like understand what the hell is going on. What I'm thinking is, what if I kill someone without them noticing it? Would that count? But also, it does seem as if this mission is very, very set up so that you can do it without much problem. So that's all fine. Yeah, we should be super fine. Just steal this. Slay some credits. Mag shot. The hell is mag shot? Ooh, a gun, apparently. We'll take some hyper catalyst though. Okay, so there we go. We swiped that. Storage units. Intriguing. Can we steal from these? We can as well. Oh, alright. Maybe I missed that in the previous warehouses where I've been. But on the other hand, if what you have is basically water. Oh, tetrafluorides. I need that. SMD, I'll take that too. Oh, that's lovely. That's very lovely. I might actually get back here at some point and just rob them blind. As a matter of fact. Well, okay, it wasn't that much more, I suppose. Alright then, not too bad. Back to Madame Savages and we give them the slate. Alright, we are back. Let's give them the slate, see how well they like me now.
Do what it takes to survive. You're no use to anyone dead.
Well, I did get the slate and no one was killed.
So you did the job, and nobody had to die. That was one hell of an audition. So you're in. Everyone thinks the Ebside strikers are out for the count. But now that we know where the disciples are getting their guns, I feel the tide is turning.
Oh, maybe I should have read the slate, actually. Damn it. Alright then. Well, what about these dire straits? What's up with them?
As soon as I realized that the disciples had sniper rifles and assault rifles, I ordered everyone to go to ground. But we can't keep it up forever. All we need to be back in the game are weapons of our own.
Alright then, intriguing. Yeah, maybe I'm not so sure about you after all, so let's be a bit slow about it.
Usually, we're an all-in type of thing. But for you, I'll make an exception. You might want to say hello to the rest of the gang. They should be friendlier, or I'll make them friendlier. After you take some deserved R&R, Hit up Hatchet for any gear you may need, and a job I got in mind for you.
Well, alright then. Lovely. And I get
feel a
some
little off.
gear from that
Not the
too.
good kind of off either.
So let's have a bit of a chat with people. Hello, Andrea.
So you're part of the gang now, huh? Welcome then. Don't be too put out if it takes a while for the hooligans to warm up to you. They ain't big on outsiders.
Well, you seem to be like 4 people in total, so we should be fine. It's alright. Yeah, for now, people seem to be kind of nice to me. What do you mean?
Really? They are? Son of a bitch. So apparently it's just me they had a problem with. I mean, I wasn't at my best, but still. Really classy.
Well, I mean, I can see it, yes. It's alright then. We are a bit of outsiders, all of us. We have to stick together.
Definitely. I got your back now, new fish. I used to be a trader. Had a top-of-the-line Tayo, a flush bank account. I was at the top of my game. Then, one really epic crash at the Astral Lounge, and poof, gone. Bye-bye. Woke up in the gutter, and I've been trying to crawl out ever since.
That seems intriguing, because that means that you have been at some point quite successful, and now all of a sudden you're not. Alright then, well, what's keeping you in upside?
The whole damn system is rigged. They rope you into the lounge and just suck your credits dry. Then, when you got nothing, you're just another junkie in Upside. No way to make credits and get out. If it weren't for the strikers, well, you get the picture.
Alright, fun. So yeah, presumably there might be a cautionary tale here, wouldn't you know?
And I'm the poster child. Anyway, you need anything else?
Well, what is it that you do here, actually? Did you have an Aurora habit by any chance?
Yeah. Well, maybe. Man, when you're tripping Aurora, it's like nothing else. But it can eat you up. Stay clear, kid. Trust me on it.
I will try to. So exactly what is it that you do here?
I have a few hustles of my own. Plus, I'm not bad at a bit of the stand and deliver. Haven't had to end too many people. Yet. Times are bad now, though.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, catch you later.
That was you. Then we're gonna talk to Vogel.
So you're part of the team now. All right, not bad. Briggs may be in charge, but know that I'm his second. So stay on my good side, right?
Uh-huh. Why don't you stay on my good side, my good sir?
Oh, you want to start something, do you? Just kidding. You're part of our messed up family now. Not going to lie, you've come to us during a shit time. Wasn't not long ago that we held our own against the disciples. Now we're just hiding behind our mother's scat. We need to do something. Well, did you want something?
Well, maybe I will help you with all of that. So, yeah, how did it become the thing that the disciples did beat you?
Serious goddamn military hardware. How can a knife compare to a fully auto Grendel, right? I mean, before then, we gave as good as we got. All of those bastards are armed. And we tried to make a stand. And after the funerals, we hunkered down.
But I mean, Grendels are really, really easy to come by. How can you not have been able to do that? Alright, fine. How did it all start then with the disciples?
Everything was pretty fine, till a couple of years ago. They had their side of town, we had ours. I mean, we'd have misunderstandings, but Briggs always sorted things out. Then one day, the disciples wanted all of Ebside. It's been blood and knives ever since.
And supposedly they think that they have it made. Yes. Alright then.
Yeah, goodbye.
So, anything else from you?
I think you're gonna fit in well. Really well.
Alright, well, okay. Let's talk about this place. Are you actually safe here?
Madame Sauvage is a serious player in Ebside. For previous favors rendered, she's protecting us. And even the disciples won't go against her. But we take one step outside, and all bets are off.
Uh-huh, and exactly why are you in charge of the strikers?
I had another life, but I lost it all. Taken from me. Vogel and I were cast out on the street. We couldn't find work after months. Things got dark. so crime was the only option. We picked up misfits and unfortunates from there, but all of them fighters, willing to do anything it takes.
Alright, I suppose that's reasonable. So exactly how bad is it?
The disciples have got the numbers, they've got the guns. What we have left are the diehards. But we are a family. We genuinely care about each other and have each other's back. So, we may be down, but we are not beaten.
Sounds good. At least you believe in the cause, I suppose.
Try not to get yourself killed, alright?
And with that, let's have a bit of a chat with Hatchet.
Our family.
Well, good thing that we're a family then. So what's up with you?
Huh. So you survived. Andrea thought Briggs wanted you dead, so he sent you away. Andrea was wrong.
She was, wasn't she? So, alright, if that is what she thought, then why didn't she warn me, huh?
Andrea has lost more than any of us. She used to be a pilot, had a ship, a life, everything. Now she walks the hard road of staying clean. Leaves her in a bad mood, pretty much always.
Sounds like me a bit. Alright, then maybe don't get into Aurora addiction. Got it. And indeed, a lot of people want to harm me, so she can just get in line.
We are more alike than I thought. Everyone is hard because they have to be. These streets and alleys are all I know. They chew up the weak, they leave them broken or dead in the gutters. So don't be weak.
Well, I am not. So did you grow up here?
Oh yes. Every day a different struggle. To stay alive, to stay good in the head. But the strikers and Briggs took me in. Gave me a family. I will do anything to protect them. And I mean anything.
Okay, cool. So, I didn't really have an idea of exactly how hard it was. I mean, I am from here, but didn't really know it was that hard.
Those that live are strong and desperate. Like us. So the job is, we let the streets know the strikers are back. We have signs. Signs that indicate our turf. Hacking the signs is easy. Getting to them or fighting any disciples there, that is the challenge. Briggs said he prefers no blood. But I say, make the disciples bleed at every chance.
Alright, we'll see exactly how I solve that then. So, yeah, just point me to the thing.
Here are 3 locations. Good. If you need things too, I can hook you up. It's my job to make sure all the strikers have what they need. Good luck.
Alright, let's see what you have.
A lot of the signs
store.
are higher up. Be careful up there. Very dangerous.
Let's see
Here's what I
you
have.
got. You have... I mean, you literally have... What are you talking about knives? You literally have really, really good weapons. Oh, bloody hell, you muppets. Alright then, so you even have a modified refined Grendel. Vogel, you can just get this one. You probably can get it at a discount. Jesus. Ooh, a Wakizashi. Well, that's intriguing. So basically, standard guns, basically. And Assassin's Refined Maelstrom. Ooh. That is a bit intriguing, but not so much. AA-99. What the hell is that? 11mm, 30 mag. Interesting. Alright then, nothing that I'm super interested in.
Be careful. Be smart out there.
I will, thank you. So, that's cool and all. I am not, I'm basically leaving. So, what we're gonna be doing is not that, not right now. We are gonna go back to Reunion and deliver the slate to Rafik. And after that, I think, well, we are probably gonna end
get away from me.
Bloody hell! Jesus Christ, people, stop talking to me. After that, we're probably ending the episode, and in the next episode, what we're going to be doing is main story stuff, because it's been a damn while. But first, indeed, back at Reunion, and Rafik, who's...
What is it?
Just checking out the wall. Did you spy on someone? No, there's like no one here. Right then, Rafik, hey, I got the slate. Stop walking away from me.
As technicians, we handle prep and post-op work. Beginnings and ends, as it were.
Alright then, I have recovered your slate.
Well done. It seems assigning you to this task was time well spent.
And as I said when we met, time is money. Hopefully these credits will serve as adequate compensation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an operative to debrief.
Oh, I took so long to do that, but sure. Also, by the way, where am I with Ryujin, by the way? Alright, you know what, we have a little bit of time in this episode. Why don't I just have a chat with this character? And once I've chatted with that character, we'll say we're done. Are you on a different level? I think you might be on a different level. Ooh, executive offices. That's where I'm going, yeah. Very nice indeed. Ooh, look at that dragon, and look at all of those people just hanging around. Right then, who are you lovely people?
Ryujin's CEO is no
bunch of
joke in a
clients.
boardroom.
Hello, Thomas Ellicott.
Miss Chen or Miss Imada, please speak to my colleague Maeve.
But I don't want to make an appointment, I think I already have one.
The custodians just finished polishing everything. Keep your hands to yourself, if you don't mind.
Alright then, well, your last name apparently sounds familiar.
Well, I'm not the only Ellicott working in Ryujin Tower. My daughter Jupiter works at the front desk, and my wife Nancy works for Tranquility.
Alright, maybe I actually knew about that. Ooh, and with my kid stuff perk, I can talk about my parents in New Atlantis.
So far away. I hope you get to see them often. Nancy and I were both thankful when Jupiter was hired. This way, she's always just a quick walk away.
Well, I see them as much as I want to, I suppose. So alright then, any interesting stuff on this floor?
Sure do. And I'm not interested in discussing it with you. I've kept this job for almost a decade by being tight-lipped, and that's not going to change now.
Well, la-dee-da. If I want to find something, can you help me?
I'm happy to help. Where can I point you? The executive floor houses all of Ryujin's board members, with the exception of Dr. Kalra, who's located in research and development.
Uh-huh. I'm looking for Lara Chen.
Miss Chen's office is up the stairs to your left, then a quick walk down the hall and up another flight of stairs. They're hard to miss. Her office is right across from CEO Imada's. Her assistant, Maeve, can direct you if you get lost. Anything else I can help you with?
No, not right now. I don't need to look for these people.
If you need help finding
so, to the left, more clients, lovely. And apparently another stair up would be here.
My career will
just
be over.
clients sitting around. Hello. No, just a regular person. No worries there. So, yeah, just a bunch of security and all of that. Are you going to be Maeve then? Yes, you probably
Name
can.
an appointment.
What the hell are you looking at? Alright, I am Chris, supposed to see Ularu Chen.
Confirmed. Ularu is wrapping up a meeting with Genevieve. You can wait here or in the lobby area. I'll let you know when she's ready to see you. I see Imogene Salso is supposed to be with you.
I'm right here, Maeve.
Good. It should just be a moment. Well, sooner than I thought.
Alright then, lovely.
Looks like Ularu's ready now.
Well, isn't that convenient? Thank you.
You know, if they
bloody hell.
aren't willing, that leaves us with only one option.
God, Ularu, is that always your response? I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're too good at your job. Now, we can talk details later. My next appointment's here.
Fine, but you can break this news to Alexis at our next meeting.
Good. You're finally here. The one I've been hearing so much about. I'm Ularu Chen, head of operations here at Ryujin. So tell me, what do you think of your new job so far?
It's been super easy, and for some reason you haven't promoted me yet. So bloody hell. And apparently, as I'm pretty good at theft, maybe, it is actually right up my alley.
In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be quite accurate. Now, my dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of what we do and pulled off success every time.
5 successful standard assignments and 1 specialized.
And on top of all that, a flawless record. It's no wonder they love you up here. I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with an outside contact. Jeannie seems to think you're more than capable of handling it.
She's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired. Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward as your past assignments. Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll need to decide how to handle them and what decisions to make on the fly.
Alright, intriguing. So, people outside of the company then, do we actually trust them?
I'd use the word trust loosely. We maintain a relationship of sorts. Those who come through get paid, and those who don't, well, they won't live to regret it.
Kind of interesting. So you're talking about murder, basically, but sure. And alright then, I think I know how to get my way, but let's be a bit professional instead. I have understood the assignment, I think. I'll get it done.
Good, because if not, I can't imagine we have much use for you here at Ryujin. Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity Ltd is working on. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in. So his asking price is the big thing to consider. Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits. So if you have negotiation skills, use them.
Well, wouldn't you know, I do. So do I need to know anything about this Simon character?
Simon's been working with us for years, so he'll pose no threat to you. He's paranoid, which is why I assume he's never been caught. But his information is typically worth it. Now, in order to confirm your identity, Simon prefers code phrases. I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is just beneath me.
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year." You get to respond with, "Razor Derby is the only real sport." Got it?
I think so. I like his style, apparently. What are all of these things? But, you know what? Yeah, okay, fine, I'm ready. Well, actually, can we, ask about this stuff? Razor Derby, that sounds fun.
According to Simon Rychek, it's the only real sport in the galaxy. But if you want a lesson in sports, just ask him. Movies are more my thing when it comes to entertainment.
Oh, what's your favorite one then? But also Galactic Raiders, who the hell are them?
They're a batball team that sucks. They have about as much chance of winning the Universal Championship as Aurora does of going legal outside of Neon. Simon despises batball, though, which is why he crafted that response you give in return.
I see. I like the cut of his jib.
Well, now we know what kind of taste our latest operative has.
It does make things a little more interesting. Luckily, he's not a huge stickler for it, but sometimes we like to give him a hard time. You'll need to travel to Sidonia to meet up with him. Just look for him above the Lux condos in the plaza.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie. Let's hope she doesn't make a liar out of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to take care of.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
And she just leaves. Alright then. Ooh, I love that. Microfloater terrarium. That's lovely. It's a bit Elden Ringy. Cool. By the way, oh, you have a safe. Well, isn't that lovely? Do you also have a key for said safe? Well, I don't seem to be able to be stealthy here. So that's a bit of a shame. Alright then, you also have a pacifier. Cool. Oh, hello. I am actually hidden now, a little bit. You do have a key card. Cool. We'll see if I steal from you at some point.
I got my eye on you.
Hello, did you... Sure. Did you want to talk more about this?
Well, that wasn't too bad for your introduction. What do you think of Ularu?
Well, she seemed kind of bored of her job, but sure. And, yeah, a bit full of herself, if you gotta ask me.
No one loves Ularu more than Ularu. She's smart. Climbed her way up to Chief Operations Officer all by herself. Of course, now she expects if she can do it, anyone can. So, her standards tend to be a bit over the top. Let me know if you have any questions regarding your assignment. And enjoy your time in Sidonia. It's certainly no Neon.
Well, I've been there a long time, so yeah, Jeannie, what's that about?
For you. No, only Ularu calls me that, and it's not up for negotiation.
Well, alright then, Genie, if you say so. Is there anything more I should know before I head back to Mars?
Only that it's vastly different than Neon. There's not glitz and glam where Sidonia is concerned. And don't worry about it being in UC territory. Simon's smart, so any physical information he may hand off to you won't set off any alarms. Just make sure your ship is clean before reaching Mars orbit. Remember, Aurora is illegal there, so if you have any on you, it needs to stay here.
That'll be fine. And what can you tell me about Simon, then?
I worked with Simon a lot in my time as a field op. He's a perpetually grumpy man, but I think he just likes to keep his distance. Getting close to people isn't a luxury he can afford in his line of work, much like ours.
Well, alright, fine. And just, alright, goodbye. So, alright then, pick that up just for brevity. We're obviously not going there, but eventually we might. So, as I said, I think we are going back to Constellation for a while, at least a little bit. So, Sam Coe, presumably related to some degree to the founder of Aquila, Sebastian Coe, I want to say. And yeah, maybe we actually are going to Aquila, who knows, we'll see. Maybe this is actually the natural way to go to Aquila, maybe. But yes, indeed, it's back to New Atlantis, actually, first. Chat with him and see where that takes us. That is indeed what we are doing in the next episode. For now though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.